Hello everyone, how are you all? Hopefully all of you are doing well. वेलकम टू माय चैनल। तो आज की वीडियो का जो टॉपिक है वो है कि प्रोग्रामिंग क्या है, प्रोग्रामिंग के क्या क्या आगे स्कोप है और उसकी टाइप कौन कौन सी हैं। तो चलें करते हैं अपनी वीडियो को स्टार्ट। So, programming is a skill that is becoming increasingly sought after in the job market. Having at least a basic understanding of how software functions is helpful for anyone who interacts with technology. With a background in programming, you can get a job coding, designing software, data architecture, or creating intuitive user interfaces. But what language should you learn? You will find a seemingly infinite number of programming languages that are free to learn and develop projects with online. With the field of technology growing exponentially each year, the internet is a great place to start when trying to explore the latest development or discover a new skill. Whichever language you learn, you may find it helpful to take notes or draw diagrams detailing the steps you are taking and why. It's important for programmers to be able to communicate their process to non technical stakeholders, but taking notes can also be a great learning tool. Turns out this often comes in handy not only for the sake of creating documentation but often helps in solving a single task or issue where the underlying tech is challenging to understand, offers Eric Herzog, a software engineer at Meta. In this article, we will explore some of the most common types of programming languages and give you some resources you can use to start learning. Five major types of programming languages. While you will find dozens of ways to classify various programming languages, they generally fall into five major categories. Keep in mind that some languages may fall under more than one type. So number one is procedural programming languages. Procedure languages follows a sequence of statements or commands in order to achieve a desired output. Each series of steps is called a procedure, and a program written in one of these languages will have one or more procedures within it. Common examples of procedural languages include C and C++, Java, Pascal Basic. Number 2 is functional programming languages. Rather than focusing on the execution of statements, functional languages focus on the output of mathematical functions and evaluations. Some popular functional programming languages include int, add number, int e, comma, int b, functional prototype. Then number one is Scala, Erlang, Haskell, Elixir, and 5 F. Number three is object oriented programming languages. This type of language treats a program as a group of objects composed of data and program elements known as attributes and methods. Then है हमारे पास object can reused with a program or in other program. This make it popular languages type of complex programs as code is easier to reuse and scale. Some common object oriented programming OOP language include Java, Python, PHP, C++, Ruby. So कुछ हमारे पास यहाँ पे एग्जांपल दी हुई है OOP की. OOP का क्या मतलब था? ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग. सो इसका क्या मतलब है? फॉर एग्जांपल हमारे पास एक डॉग है. सो इसकी क्लास है हमारे पास, ये हमारे पास डॉग है और इसकी क्लास हमारे पास क्या है कि ये डॉग है, तो ये इसकी क्लास हो गई. फिर हमारे पास इसका नेम क्या है? इस डॉग का जो भी नेम होगा तो वो उसका ऑब्जेक्ट हो जाएगा. देन है इसकी हाइट, वेट एंड फूड. इसकी हाइट क्या है, इसका वेट कितना है और ये क्या क्या फूड खाता है, तो इसका ये क्या होगा? एट्रीब्यूट्स होगा. देन ये क्या करता है? ये रन करता है, ये प्ले करता है एंड ये ईट करता है, तो ये इसके क्या है? ये इसके मेथड्स हैं. तो ये एग्जांपल हमें क्या बता रही है? ये हमें OOP बता रही है, ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग. So number 4 is scripting languages. A scripting language is a programming language that executes tasks within a special runtime environment by an interpreter instead of a compiler. Programmers use scripting languages to automate repetitive tasks, manage dynamic web content, or support processor in larger applications. Some common scripting languages include R, PHP, Ruby, Python, Bash, Perl, Node.js. Number 5 is logic programming languages. So instead of telling a computer what to do, a logic programming language expresses a series of facts and rules to instruct the computer on how to make decisions. Some examples of logic languages include Prolog, Absys, Datalog, and Alma.